DIGIT1ZER just bloomed.
Wait, does Twitch do vertical streaming now? I'm seeing like a thing in my Twitch dashboard across the top that says 720p horizontal, which, yes, set up vertical. Click to learn how to stream in vertical and horizontal at the same time with dual format. Wait, so how does vertical work though? Like, I understand for like a yapping stream or like karaoke, but like, is it gonna put the gameplay like real small? Is it like, maybe it's like it works like the Like the vertical clips. But like the vertical clips are fine because you can choose exactly where on the screen like you want stuff to focus, right? But I don't know, vertical streaming. Vertical egg. What if I was vertical? Thoughts? Vertical. Oh, clips. I didn't think there's vertical streaming, not that. Yeah, I've been given the option. I'm scared to click on it. I don't have time to set it up right now. Set up your vertical stream. Dual format lets you stream in horizontal and vertical at the same time. Vertical streams stand out in the mobile feed, so you can reach more viewers. It takes less than 10 minutes to get started. Does anyone like, okay, yeah, they might stand out in the mobile feed, but does anybody actually use the mobile feed? I open the app and I try to get out of the mobile feed as, you know, quickly as humanly possible. Vertical streaming seems fundamentally wrong. I mean, I think it's trying to emulate like Twitch and Instagram because like YouTube has had vertical streaming for quite some time. I actually have a vertical YouTube stream. I did a karaoke once. Why are we shouting out jarona? Rest in peace to Jarona, who picked that username probably years ago and didn't realize it was about to become super important. A vertical vendredi stream days when? Not this week, because Eggy parents are coming. Let's go sit here with different music. Is the BGM off? Yes, the BGM is off. Yeah, 4-3 is I'm willing to go. The only way. I mean, I don't know. I guess vertical streams are an affront to God. I think this might be a cultural difference I've noticed. Because it seems that like vertical streams are very popular in Japan with Japanese VTubers, and every single English-speaking VTuber fan in the West that I've talked to is like adamantly against them. I mean, I think it might just be a cultural difference, or like a difference where and when people are watching streams. Yeah, the vertical streams on YouTube cut off so much if it's not a dedicated vertical stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would use them for gaming is the thing. I don't think I would want to use them for video games. For karaoke is fine, for Zatsu is fine. But like anything where there's like a secondary thing going, I think. Like if the main focus of the stream is not like look directly at me and only me, then like, yeah, vertical kind of gets difficult very quickly. But yeah, I think on Twitch it feels weird though, because I don't know, because like vertical streams, the point of a vertical stream is that it looks good on your phone, right? But I'm not sure what like the phone to computer ratio of Twitch viewers is, because like the vibe I get is more people watch YouTube on their phones and more people watch Twitch on their computers or like on a tablet or like something with a bigger screen, right? Is the vibe I get. So that's why I'm just like, are people watching Twitch on their phone like for reasons other than like there was no other choice? Because, like, I'll watch a Twitch stream on my phone, but, like, it's not my preferred device to do so with. Yes, good egg evening. I have to avoid spoilers still. How unspoiled are you trying to be, though? Because I'm, like, majorly behind everybody else. Like, I'm playing this for, like, 2 hours a week, and I'm not even good at it. So it's not even, like, an especially productive 2 hours. I beat Chapter 2. Oh! Okay, you're behind. Okay. You are living in 2021. How is it in 2021? How are you holding up? But yes, good evening to Jake, and good evening to Punk Asian, and good evening to Panis, and thank you Digitizer for blooming for a 4th month. Thank you. And good evening to Counter Teamer. And good evening to Hickory. And good evening to Arx. And good evening to Uphill. And good evening to Remy. And good evening to, I think that's everybody. Yeah, I'm trapped indoors. I don't know. I think at this point, what was happening at this point in 2021? What was I doing? I was VTubing. I was VTubing and I was working retail. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And I think I was like, at this point, I was like a couple weeks away from quitting the job I had at the time. I was working 60 hours a week in 2021. Yeah, I was working 40 hours a week in summer of 2021, which doesn't sound like a lot, but consider that this was supposed to be a part-time job that was supposed to give 20 to 30 hours a week. Essentially, my department got so understaffed that they just kept scheduling me because, like, they were hiring new people, but the problem is that, like, all the people who actually knew what they were doing had left. So I kept getting scheduled because the new people were too new and we couldn't leave them alone for too long. So yeah, essentially it was like, okay, we have more people, but in practice, it's like it'd be exactly the same. Yeah. Peak COVID moment. See, that's the thing, is that, like, so the first year, like summer of 2020, I was also working retail. And despite the fact that, like, 2020 was like where most of the bad stuff was happening, for the most part, I feel like somehow summer of 2020 was less bad than summer of 2021. Like, in terms of, like, retail customer and employee behavior. Because, like, okay, summer of 2020, like, it was weird. There was a lot of, like, specific rules. Like, most of what I was doing at work was sanitizing the change rooms in between customers. And, like, it was also technically a riskier time too, because they hadn't rolled out the vaccines yet. But I was working retail. I was sanitizing the change rooms. Every time we got returns, we had to, like, leave them in a closet for 2 weeks because they were supposed to get, like, quarantined. Like, just a lot of specific weird stuff like that, right? But on the other hand, I feel like people hadn't quite lost their patience yet, at least where I was. So, like, I don't remember having a lot of, like, bad customer interactions in 2020 because people were just like, well, at least we can go outside now. Like, at least, you know what? Like, there's a lot of weird stuff at the store, but at least I can go to the store, right? And then 2021 was just, like, the worst of everything because it was, like, all the supply chain shortages kind of, like, they all caught up all at once. So basically we had, like, nothing in stock. And then also people had just, like, lost their patience. So every time, like, basically we had, like, managers being like, okay, you have to make sure the customers are doing this, and then the customers are like, I'm not doing that, and we just couldn't do anything because it was a worse look to start fighting with the customers than it was to just let them do whatever they want. So yeah, I remember there was this, like, thing going on with, like, in 2021, I think it was before most people got their vaccines. I don't know why they thought this was going to help, but they had me standing at the door, basically just giving everybody, like, a questionnaire before they came in that was just like, have you experienced any of these symptoms? Have you traveled in the past 2 weeks? Have you been in close contact with anyone who is tested positive? Have you, like, it was basically just like a rapid fire questionnaire. Just to walk into the store, mind you. And, like, the store I was working at, it was, like, a large department store, and it was the kind of store that people didn't really spend a lot of time in, right? Like, it's the kind of store that you enter because the place where you parked was closest to that door, and you would just use that to pass through to get to the mall, right? So, like, we still had to ask everybody this entire questionnaire, even if they were just going to be in the store for about 40 seconds so that they could get to the mall where they can go to the stores they actually wanted to go to. Yeah, like, yeah. It was that summer of 2021, I think that was, like, I was working the same retail job for, like, 4 years. Like, I worked it through most of university. And then in 2021, I'm like, nope, that's enough. I'm good. That's enough. There has to be something else better. And then I went and found something else better. Like, yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, 2020. You know what else was good in 2020? So at least this is a very Canada-specific thing, but Canada had, what was it called? CERB? It was like COVID employment something that starts with an R, the benefit. COVID employment... not reimbursement. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it stood for, but it was CERB. It was CERB. And I remember. Oh, good evening, Linkstorm on YouTube. Hello. I'm complaining about things that happened 5 or 6 years ago. CERB, yes. So, basically, oh, and hello, Taishi. Canada Emergency Response Benefit. Wow, I was way off. Not 6 or 7 years ago? Not yet. Good evening, Taishi. But yeah, it was, basically, it was essentially they would give you $2,000 per month if either you lost your job or if your hours got substantially cut enough that you would qualify. So basically, what my job did was essentially they had everybody on like a 2-week rotation. Because basically, if you didn't work for 14 days or more, then you would stay qualified for CERB. Because that counted as like, you know, your hours being substantially cut. So basically they had everybody on like a 2-week, like you would work for 2 weeks and then you would be off for 2 weeks. And then you would work for 2 weeks and then you'd be off for 2 weeks. So essentially they had everybody on like a 2-week rotation. So essentially I was getting like a 2-week break every 2 weeks so that we could all stay qualified for CERB, which was honestly really nice of them in retrospect. Like, I don't know if it was cheaper for them. I imagine it would because I guess they needed fewer employees in the store regardless because like, there wasn't enough customers to need all hands on deck. And probably there was like a hard limit on how many people you were allowed to have in the store in the first place anyway, so. Yeah. Yeah, employee revenue fund to compensate for lost wages due to disruption. Yeah, except it was like a government run thing. It was, yeah, so basically it was like, yeah, if you lost your job or if your hours were cut, you would qualify. So I qualified somehow, even though I was already working part-time, but I guess my hours got cut enough. I think they were playing pretty, I wouldn't say pretty fast and loose with it. I think it was because it was exactly what it sounds like Canada Emergency Response Benefit. So like essentially they were responding to an emergency, and the emergency is like a lot of people are suddenly unemployed. So essentially I think they weren't scrutinizing you too much, right? As long as you didn't like double dip or anything, like they weren't scrutinizing you too much because it's like, okay, well, everybody needs money right now because bad things are happening, right? Yeah, I don't know if you actually kept the benefit money or had to repay it, because I think a lot of people had to repay around tax season or something. I don't know. Give up first, figure out who needs to pay back later. Yeah, I don't think I had to pay mine back though. Or if they did, then yeah, I don't remember ever being like charged back for it. But also I was probably not, maybe it was a tax bracket thing. I think it was maybe like if your job, maybe I'm thinking maybe if you got in a circumstance where like you were working and then everything closed and you had to stop working, so you like qualified for like the first round of it, but then you partway through what would have been the second round is like you got sent back to work, but it was like after they already sent it out, so you just, I could see that maybe if you like suddenly didn't qualify anymore. Yeah, which tax bracket is our egg in? Surely in a 99th percentile. I don't even know. I'm in a different tax bracket than I was earlier this year by virtue of being eggployed. The tax bracket I'm in is I need to spend less because I went to Offkai. That's my tax bracket. So the paying bracket? I mean, I guess. But I don't know what the cutoff is for like, because I'm still expecting to get like a tax return. I don't know what it's going to be. I also know it's going to be different this year versus like if I stay at the same job next year. Because for this year, it's like, because I started working partway, well, I guess I worked at the beginning of the year, and then there was like a few months where I didn't have a job because between like March and May, I was unemployed again. So like, actually, I think if it goes year by year, I don't actually know what the total is going to be at the end of the year. Does Canada have a standard deduction? Probably. I've just never hit it, so I've never had to think about it. Like, I've filed my taxes every year, but every year I get a return because I don't hit the mark needed to actually lose money. Technically speaking, the ideal outcome at any income level is that you neither owe nor receive a refund at filing time, but like breaking even perfectly. I don't know though, like how much would that be? Like, would that still be like a comfortable because that means you withheld or prepaid the correct tax amount. I don't know if that's how it works in Canada, though. I'm not sure if I've ever heard of somebody prepaying their taxes. Yeah, I think Canada might have a different system. But also, I don't know. I've never made enough money to have to think about that. I don't think many people I know have made enough money to think about that. But, yeah. I've never had to pay for taxes at filing time. I've never received a refund more than like $5. Wow. Yeah, usually my refunds are substantial. Except for the one from the first year that I ever worked. I think the first tax refund I ever got was like $18 or something, because I was in high school and I was working like 10 hours a week, and also like those 10 hours a week I only started doing at the very end of the year. So basically it's like, okay, well, you only made a couple $100 this year, so have $18. But this is not taxes stream. I do not know anything about taxes. I am not tax egg. I mean, I pay taxes. I pay taxes as the law dictates. But I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about them. I put the numbers in the box. Just put the number in the box. I put the numbers in the box and they spit out a number. And then they deposit that number into my bank account. And every year, sometimes it's bigger and sometimes it's smaller. Okay, am I in control? Yes. There we go. Right, we escaped from jail last time. Oh yeah, we saved already. We saved already. Oh yeah, because I remember last time I was playing and I said, oh yeah, I should probably stop here because when we approach Rulse there, he's probably going to say something important, and then I'm gonna be in a cutscene again. Rulse! You, got turned into a butler again. Okay, yeah, we don't have to talk about that. Hey, man, didn't you, like being a butler and stuff? I'm finding it's rather context-based. Context-based. Oh, they're eeping. These guys are slepping. There it is! Look! Look! I'm pointing at the screen! You can't see it because I don't have any hand tracking. Look! 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 We need. Can we take it? Can we get another screenshot? Can we get another screenshot? Can we get another screenshot? Look! Can we get a screenshot? Screenshot, everybody. Everybody take a picture. Everybody take a picture. Everybody say cheese. Right next to the slep. Right next to the slep. Click Eggy Pog. Did that read as pogging? Hold on. Slep mentioned. Let's go. Let's go. They're slepping. Yeah, we all got put to sleep. That's why I'm not working. Because I'm sleeping. Slep. Why is there a second save space there? I'm a little worried. I thought this was like a very short doorway to somewhere else, but apparently I was wrong. Why is there a second save spot here? The previous filled with power jail thing is cancelled. You are now filled with power from temporary butler Rulse. Is there, I was gonna say, is there supposed to be like some battle that's going to happen like right here? What is this? Can I go back there? I can't. Can I go this way? I can't. This looks like a doorway is the thing. Why is there a save here and another save here? I have concerns. I have concerns. I'm sorry, sewage system of this pool. All right, okay. The dark fountain must be up at the top. Chris, let's figure out how to get there. Presumably with climbing. Sprout. It's immobile. Flower. Flower. Oh, there's a cafe. We're gonna have coffee. We can now take a break with Aqua. Yippee! Drink dispenser. It only accepts tickets and flowery dollars. I was gonna say, do we even have flowery dollars? Let's see. Why is there buy and dispense? Ooh! How can we dispense? Ah, dispense. For items and such. Oh, we are dispensing them. We're the ones dispensing. Looking for apartments is such a pain. I'm currently contemplating if a 3-hour commute would be less annoying. Wait, if you have a commute, does that mean you found a job? Or is this like a hypothetical commute? It's like hypothetical. Employment? Employment? Employment! 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 From October onward. Okay, so you got some time. You got some time to find a place, right? Like, it's not like you need to be, like, in an apartment, like, tomorrow, right? I'm assuming 3 hours total. 3 hours one way is, like... 3 hours one way is you're basically just living in a different city. I mean, I've been on a bus for 3 hours before. For commute reasons. I wouldn't recommend it, and it was mostly because somebody, like, crashed their Tesla on the highway and everything was super backed up. But... let's go! Eggployment plant. Eggplant ployment? Eggployment. Employed eggplants. Eggplant Employment Initiative. Yes! Eggployment. But that also means you can't stay up until 3 a.m. to watch Eggy streams anymore. Maybe on weekends. Maybe on weekends. Let's see. What can we... Egg, you don't stream on weekends. I mean, I could stream on Sundays. Also, I could probably stream if I stream on a Friday. If I stream on a Friday, if it's a Friday night, you know, assuming that you don't, like, fall asleep instantly after work, which I'm also guilty of, you could watch on, like, a Friday night. Like, you're allowed to stay up late on Friday, I think. Like, I don't know. I'm not in your business, but I think you are. Because, yeah, I could stream Sundays. It just keeps... I don't know. I feel like Saturdays, I keep going to bed late, and then Sundays I wake up and go, ooh, 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 and then I'm like, by the time I, like, am fully out of bed, it's, like, 4 in the afternoon, and, like, most of the day is over. You feel like you have a party on Saturdays or something, like go out and about. Saturdays is my socializing day. Like, usually I feel like weekdays are weekdays. Saturday is my socializing day. Sunday is my, like, get my life back together day, and then it's weekdays again. Like, lately I think it's been... Thursday's my exercising day. I feel like Tuesdays and Thursdays are, like, my exercising days, and then, like, my my streaming days are like Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday is a toss-up. Friday is a toss-up. Let's see, what do we have here to drink here? We have Raw Moon. Dubiously pronounced sky so. Oh, it's ramune. I was like, Raw Moon. I was like, is like ramen? And the answer is sort of. Oh, it's like when people don't realize it's pronounced ramune, and they, like, English speakers look at the word and they're like, ah, Raw Moon. Ramune. Fanta. Purple soda in hidden flavor. Why do they all have question marks? Flowery soda. Ralsei's obvious favorite. Shika Cola. Natural ungulate taste. Deer? Deer? I mean, they all cost the same. I kind of want to see if I'll get a Raw Moon. Oh, you can only get one of each. Okay. Maybe I'll just get two. We can talk to it? No, we can't. Okay. Okay, I guess I just need more self-esteem. That's okay, too. Okay. Let's see. What do we have in here? We have our guys. Yeah, Ramune. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's one of those, like, commonly mispronounced Japanese words. Like somebody seeing edamame for the first time and they're like, edamame. 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 I don't know. I guess I'm of two minds sometimes when it comes to, like, people pronouncing Japanese things wrong. I don't know. I guess maybe it depends if you're pronouncing it wrong, like Ramoon, or if you're just, like, pronouncing it in a very English way, right? Because I don't want to be, like, the kind of person who's, like, obnoxious enough to be like, actually, it's a karaoke. It's not a karaoke, it's a karaoke. Jarona. Hello, Eclipse. Jarona. Welcome back. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Or maybe you were here the whole time and you just weren't saying anything. You were, like, hiding in the corner. Jarona. She's cutting the tablecloth into various useful shapes. As opposed to useless shapes? I guess you need a heart. Seems you can purchase items off the menu. Ooh! When did we get this much money? Oh, wait, hold on. It's normal money instead. It's normal money. What do we got? Orange juice. Flavine. Green tea. And red ribbon. What can we afford, though? Because we have... Like, this is a healing item. I don't know, is it worth it for more defense? I'll think about it. What's a guest list? It's a guest list. It seems like everyone's invited, including you. Me? Jarona. It's Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. Boss, I've realized sticking with you is a safe investment. I guess stick was a pun, but I mean it. Investment. Boss, meeting you really bloomed friendship into our hearts. After everything, I couldn't be more proud to be on your side. Jarona. Ooh! Flower tea time. It costs money? Hold on, it costs money? Do I have to pick one or the other? It costs money? What's on this side, actually? It's a lone door frame. Okay. Ooh, what's over here? Asgore always shares dirts, soils, and loams with us. Today, we'll return the favor. A garden of finest sand. The perfect debut. Debut for a cowboy show. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I read that entirely in the wrong voice. Surely not too stingy when it comes to a nice tea date. How much money do I have, though? Oh, I have exactly 150. I have exactly 150 flowery dollars. If I do this, I can't afford anything else. Like, I mean, I guess I have all the regular money, but like... I do not have a single flowery dollar. I'm sure I'll get more. I'm sure there's more. Fine, take all my money. Oh, wait, it's only 10 flowery dollars? 20? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. 150 is the amount that I have. I thought they were just gonna take all my money. I thought this was like a fancy high tea that costs like all your entire fortune. I thought it was gonna take my entire fortune. Okay, let's take a break.
Blue, 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 blue. We are knife friends. And blue. Chris, change your shape. Change your shape.
Okay. Should we doctor or nurse? One of these is gonna take way more years of study than the other. However, I think the earning potential as a doctor is much higher.
Again, change again.
Ooh, let's turn it to Aqua. I think she'll like that. She'll like that.
Wait. Why can you change your shape but not do magic? Chris, magic, magic. Do magic.
Let's rude buster her. She's gonna like that.
Don't do that anymore.
She didn't like it. She didn't like it.
She hated it.
She hated it. I'm getting so thrown off. Okay, is it just me? Is it just me, or is it like... These walls look like there's like... Oh, I know what it is. You know those, I know what they're... What are they called? Is it kotonoma? No. There's like a specific word for it in Japanese. You know in tatami rooms how like... Tatami rooms have like the floor, and then there's this like wooden platform, right? There's like this like raised wooden platform. Usually there's like decorations on it. I don't really know if you're supposed to like sit or stand on it, but I guess if there's enough people in the room, then you have no choice. But usually it's decorated. Usually it's kind of a place where you put like a giant vase or something, right? That I know that that's what those are, which throws me off because in my mind I see this and I'm like, oh, that's a place I can walk, and it's not a place I can walk. Okay, let's ruin this, absolutely ruin this garden. Let's unzen this garden. Let's see how badly we can ruin this garden. We are not going to evoke any kind of peace. We are going to destroy this. Okay, fine. Shino Beetle. Fine. Let's see what we can do for you. We can convince you of something. But nothing here. I guess we'll defend? We're like all full health, so... We don't need to employ violence here. I just remember you can hit spare. I totally forgot. You can hit spare. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'm locking in. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't too bad, though. I could have done worse. Okay. I just remembered you can, like, spare, and it will just add, like, 10%, even if it's not ready yet. Yeah, so we can get, like, another 20% on there just from Susie and Ralsei. Okay. Ooh. See? That was alright. I mean, yeah, Chris is dying, but, like, that was alright. That was alright. You know, we can probably start on this guy. And get, Susie or Ralsei to handle this guy. We can get a head start. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. And maybe get Susie to spare you, and then we'll get... Here we go. Strategizing. I'm strategizing. I think it's called Koagari, if my Google's right. Is it? Hold on. What was Kotonoma? Kotonoma. Kotonoma is something. I remember I learned this word in kanji class, and now I can't remember. I remember the word, but I don't remember. Kotonoma. What was it? It was... It's something. Can somebody look up, eggplants? Can somebody search up what kotonoma means? Because I remember learning this word in kanji class, but now I don't remember what it means, or what kanji are in it. Ah, konbanwa, Patamon-san. Here we go. Yippee! Okay. Oh! That was faster than I thought it would be. Tokonoma! Tokonoma is a raised decorative... Tokonoma! That was the word I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for. Used for display, yes. Tokonoma, because that's what I was thinking when I was looking at these guys here. I think that's what this is supposed to be. I don't think it's part of the wall. I think this is Tokonoma. That was the word I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Eggy forgot her Japanese lessons. Look, okay, this is a word for like a building feature that's almost exclusive to Japanese buildings. I have not had to use that word once since coming back here. Like, I think there might be like 3 buildings total in Eggy City that have one. Like, because usually it's only tatami rooms that have them, right? So like, you don't really, like, I don't know. I know of exactly one building that has a tatami room in Eggy City. There's probably like a couple more that I'm just not aware of. And maybe somebody's house has one. Maybe somebody's like really into tatami and then they put it in their house. I'm using the term right. The walls seem like shoji. Was shoji the like the paper type looking walls? Again, these are all terms I haven't had to use ever since coming to Canada. Harvesting more of your old personal notes, huh? Yes. Finally. The fruits of my research will come to bear. And then, I'll only need one last piece of proof. Them. The creator of the Dark Fountain. I'll find them here. I know it. Once you find them, what will you do? Show them. Give them back all the pain they've inflicted. And then, when I parade their body around town, everyone will finally realize how right I was. That I wasn't crazy. That they weren't conspiracies. That it wasn't my fault. That all I ever wanted to do was help. To prevent another tragedy. Tori, she'll have to forgive me. And finally, everything will go back to normal. Haha, yeah man, that's classic gory for you. But, if I can leaf my opinion, you don't really need Tori anymore. I mean, she doesn't have 2 diners. Oh, yes, haha, whatever am I thinking and saying? Tori certainly never gave me a golden breastplate with her face on it either. Haha, that's my main man. Let's go. You know, one thing I'm realizing with Flowery, I love how he's facing the camera the same way regardless of which direction he's walking. Like, he's still facing directly to the camera, even as his body is, like, twisted to walk in the other direction. Hey, Chris? What's with those papers your dad's gathering? There's a Slenderman joke in there somewhere, but I'm not smart enough to make it. Guess I shouldn't ask? If you look closely, the wallpaper resembles your father's handwriting. But the letters are all tangled up. Is this like a conspiracy thing? Oh, this is like the conspiracy. This is like Asgore's conspiracy corkboard. Uh-oh. To learn more, find my pages. Oh boy. Oh boy. More platforming. Time to remember. Whoops. Time to try and remember. Okay, so this X is hit. This is jump. So many papers. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oh boy. I saw somebody doing like some kind of glitch on this where they like, if you like pause at the right moment, then like stuff just goes through you, but I don't know if I want to test that theory. Should I test that? Hold on. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I was like, I was gonna test that theory. Maybe it only works in certain spots. Oops. Ooh. Okay, interesting that this is only in a circle. Okay. These are some very Utena looking roses. Ooh. What? No, hold on. Ooh, flowery dollar. Oh wait, do we get flowery dollars for cutting down flowers? Is that how that works? Chris, I didn't realize, you know? Boing. That if you hit the flowers, you go boing. The bane of an egg, platforming. Came here to go to bullet hell. And yet I'm now stuck in a different kind of hell. Your family's got it rough too. Oh boy, okay, hold on. Whoop, whoa! Okay. Ha 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 ha. Documents! Documents! Oh wait, no, we're not done here yet. Oh wait! Documents! Documents! These old documents. Chris, did your dad write these? But wait, the text is all messed up. Rose, think you can figure it out? I suppose I could try. If I can just concentrate on where the letters are supposed to be, then... I can't get it. It's something about the dark world. Huh? Wait, I don't get it. Why would your dad have notes about the dark world if he just got here? No, Susie, it's something about a dark world a long time ago? Huh? Wait, why would there be... How long has the dark world existed? Hold on. We have more documents. I don't know if hitting all of these actually does anything, but it is kind of fun. It is fun to do so. I feel like it's probably something on the... Oh, hold on. Whoop. Okay, hold on. It's fine. We'll find our way back up. There we go. Yippee! Okay. There we go. Easy. My pages! Yeah, in the same tone as my cabbages. My pages! Oh no, my pages! Oh, wait, hold on, there's more. Oh, I should probably save, though. There we go. I'm sure these will not be important. I'm sure these will not be important. All right, platforms. Okay. Okay, we're farming. This isn't gonna, like, cutting down all the flowers isn't gonna, like, cause us to lose out on a good ending, right? Okay. The enemy is guarding. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm losing my controls. Oh, wait. It's not guarding anymore. Whoops. Ooh. Okay. Why is there a train? Ooh. We wouldn't happen to be able to... We wouldn't happen to be able to take any healing items right now, would we? Wait, are we supposed to head this way? No, there's nothing this way. Ooh. Knowing this game, I could believe that. I mean, I don't know though, because usually like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't done any of the like alternate routes in Deltarune. Speaking of Jarona, I'm your dad's best friend. Jarona. Jarona indeed. Because like, okay, I feel like Deltarune and Undertale are usually a bit more forthcoming about that. Like, Undertale opens with, like, Toriel being like, okay, killing is wrong and bad. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Deltarune... Toby Fox's general way of operating, I feel, is not to, like, entrap you. Like, I feel like Toby's thing is to be like, don't do this. It is bad and you shouldn't do it. And then if you do it anyway, that's when things kind of fall out of order, right? I feel like it's not usually like, he's not going to be like doing a normal thing and then like... Toby, not Tobe. Did I say Tobe? I didn't say Tobe. Yeah, like I feel like to be... Yeah, like I feel like, again, yeah, Toby's like usual way of doing things is not like, you know, letting you do a thing without telling you anything and then like punishing you for it later, right? Ooh, okay. But it's fine. This part is easy. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Did I just get stuck in a corner? Hold on. How do I strategize for that? Like... How do I strategize for that? Yeah, Toby isn't trying to gotcha you, basically. Yeah. Like, I think if you've ever been gotcha'd by Undertale or Deltarune, I think you just weren't paying attention very much. That's just generally not the way he does things. It's just not the way he does things. Okay. It can't be that hard. Ooh, okay, maybe if I just like don't jump directly into them. I'm trying to figure out how to dodge that big one though. Like, what's the strategy? I mean, I guess also don't get hit with those. That's also a factor. Ah, there we go. We found it. That's the strategy. That's the strategy. Would be nice if, you know, we weren't dead to experience it, but, you know. Okay. Okay. We'll get it next time. I know what I'm doing now. I'm locked in. The shots not being instant is probably messing you up. I think it's because I have to pay attention to what side of the screen, like which way the gun is moving. I think that's what's throwing me off. Because like, I think what keeps happening is I keep running to the wrong side of the screen. Because if you... Like, you'll see in a moment. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. Because you gotta move it, like, the opposite direction, but, like... Okay, you gotta find, like, the one place where it's... Ah, there we go. Okay. Execution bad. We'll get him next time. Okay. There we go. Okay. You just gotta find the one place where it's not doing that. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're doing better than ever before. Because yeah, I think what would keep happening is I would just keep running directly into the bullets, which is generally what you're not supposed to do. There we go. Bullet pattern was defeated. There we go. There we go. We got it. And we got flowery dollars. I love how they have his face on it. The key! That key, do you think it goes to the yellow door? Only one way to find out. Huh? Doo-doo. Oh, that was an earthbound noise. That was just straight up an earthbound noise. That's like the thing when you add something to your inventory, I'm pretty sure. Not so fast, y'all. This yellow key ain't going to no human criminals. The name's Yellow. I saw y'all humans. You crucified Blue's special flowers. And anything that hurts old Blue, that's the ultimate crime. Oh no! I made myself a criminal. I'm a criminal. So listen up. You got one last excuse. For justice has its way with you. Okay, in our defense, technically we would have destroyed them anyway because we had to walk over them. So like, you know, at least we got flowery dollars out of it, you know? Like at least we were criminals in a way that was profitable. Instead of doing, you know, one of them unprofitable crimes. I don't know, what are unprofitable crimes? Maybe like property damage? Which we did do, to be clear. I don't know. I may be a criminal, but now I'm rich. Yeah, what is, like, it's like profitable crimes are like fraud, robbery, blackmail. Now that I think of it, there really is a lot more, like, unprofitable crime than there is profitable crime, isn't there? Like, unless it's, like, one of those things, like, I guess murder, but, like, only if you're being, like, paid to kill someone, like, if you're an assassin or something. I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, now that I think of it, most crime is not incredible, like, it's not particularly profitable. I guess white-collar crime, maybe. Or, I already said fraud. Officer? Her. What is this? Is this an emote? Why is there just a circle there? For the record, NiceEggy does not commit crimes, profitable or otherwise. I just don't think I would be good at it. I would not be good at it. Not only am I nice and good, but I would also be bad at it. I would be very bad at it. It's a finger point towards you emote. Okay, oh, you know what? I think it's because chat shows up as like white on black, or white on like dark gray, I guess. That's why it shows up that way. NiceEggy's missing out on what? Crime? Profit? I don't know. I wouldn't even say I'm doing legal things the profitable way. We had this whole discussion last week. Or was it a Monday? About me being like, not making, I don't know, doing suboptimal financial moves. I'm not losing money, I'm just not making very much of it. But I am not Prophet's egg. I need to... No, I don't need to. I was talking to Bodega, because Bodega wanted to play the new... What's that walking game? Like the... was it A Long Walk? The one that just came out. I think she's actually streaming it like right now. She wanted to collab with me for it, but I was like looking at the specs on it and I'm like, okay, my computer is not going to be able to run this. And then she's like, Big Walk. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I was like, yeah, my computer's not gonna be able to run this. And then she was like, okay, what about like console? Is there like console versions? And there is, but it's only for the Switch 2. It's only for the Switch 2. And I don't have expensive. There's no way you can't run Big Walk. It takes 12, look at the specs. It takes 12 gigabytes of RAM. Like, I was looking at the specs and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. They must be messing with us. Is it really only Switch 2? Yeah, there's no version on the Switch 1. It's just PC and I think PlayStation. How much do you have? Well, okay, I have 32 gigabytes, but keep in mind that, like, how much RAM am I using right now? Let's pull up the task manager. Because keep in mind, when it comes to streaming, it's not just can my computer run it, it's can my computer run it on top of all the other things it needs to be running. Okay, so we're at 47% memory, which isn't bad. We are at 92% CPU, which I think is suboptimal. Like 30% of that is taken up by VTube Studio, but you got a month until Switch 2 goes up in price. Now's a better time. I don't know. How much is it now in Canadian? Because I know people were complaining about, like, the prices for it, and it's like, try being Canadian. Try being Canadian. You'd be using Bebba's PNG anyway. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I'd have to give it a try. I mean, I guess I can always buy it and then, like, refund it if it doesn't work out. I was just surprised though, because like, I think like 12 gigabytes of RAM is like incredibly heavy for like a game of that type, I feel. Like, I feel like most games are like... Yeah, the GPU it needs is like 15 years old. Okay. Because I don't know, I guess I'm just used to games not really needing more than 8 gigabytes of RAM, at least the ones that I stream. Yeah. Staples will probably get another discount code for 50% for $50 off if you really want to get one. There was one that just expired. Again, how much are they in Canadian again? Like 700 something, I think. Like, because like I want one, but also I just spent a lot of money, and I need to at least pretend to be financially responsible so that my mom doesn't tell me off for something else again. Like, I don't know, I guess there's a part of me that's just like I know I'm an adult and I can do what I want, but like, I don't know, there's a part of me that's like, okay, what if I spend too much money and my parents are like, we're never gonna help you with anything ever again because you spent your money on a Switch 2. On a Switch 2. I don't know, I guess that's always in the back of my mind. It's like, what if I spend too much money on something that my parents deem frivolous and then they're like, we're never helping you with anything ever again. Evidently you cannot be trusted. Like, I don't know. I have money in my bank account that is more than enough to pay for that and also my other daily needs. $700 with the game, my bad. It's still 630 base. I don't know why. I mean, I guess that's better than I thought. I don't know why I thought it was like 1,000 or something. But maybe I'm mixing that up with like, I think it's like PS5 prices, right? Dude, that wasn't us. Huh? Well, it certainly looked like y'all. Really? No way, it was just flowers that looked like us. Flowers? But y'all don't look a bit like flowers. Neither do you. Well, darn my socks. Ain't that so? Sorry for the trouble, y'all. Take along this key. Cool. Wait a darn second. If you ain't crushing blues flowers, mind explaining who did? You? Me? I mean, you don't even look like a flower, right? Human criminal. Kinda sounds like you. Oh. That's right, ain't it? I was there, wasn't I? At the scene of the crime! Oh, hold on, I'm covering it. There's a joke here, give me a second. There is a joke here, but I'm covering it. Maybe I should be elsewhere on the screen. Where else do I put the Eggy? Where else do I put myself? There's a joke here. There's a joke here. What can I do here? Maybe if I... maybe if I... There we go. Now if there's jokes, you guys won't miss it. Now if there's jokes, you guys won't miss it. The scene of the crime! The scene! Oh, Blue, forgive me. I was the criminal all along. For that, I deserve a criminal's justice. Hey, look, I mean, you didn't know, man. Wait a second, you're right. I was so tricky, so evil. I even trickified myself into thinking I was ever a justice. Oh, it's worse. I gotta be punished Eternal style now. Eternal style. Well, he got... we should check on that guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's on PS5, PlayStation Plus this month, but you need a PS5. Yeah, aren't PS5s like $1,000 or something? I remember that was like a thing. Like, aren't they like $1 bajillion? Back to Big Walk. I heard low settings is not a fun experience because render distance is really low. Yeah, again, that's my concern. That's my concern. Because, like, I don't know. OBS alone, like, just for what you see on screen here, which is not very much, right? It's me, and it's the game, and it's you guys in the corner. That's like 3 things, and this takes up 13% CPU. Hey, Egg. Hi, Zelly.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Woo! Wah! Hold on. Let me get the rest of them! Let me get the rest of them! Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I got all of them. I got all of them already, it's okay. How do I descend? Do I need to descend? Hold on. Surely if I just cycle? I don't know what I'm building up momentum for. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh, I just have to go back down. Foolish egg, okay. Right, because we already had to go up this way to get to... Yeah, this was the end of the line here. Yeah, okay, we just need to go back down. Yeah, there was just a bunch of coins there, that's all there was. And then we can... There we go. Oh yeah, because we need to go back to the door. Of course, okay. Oh, there he is. Yeah, wait, no, I wanted to save! Hold on, go back! The pixels! I stepped on the wrong pixel. Now I'm never gonna be able to save. Oh, muskets. I can't get in the old yellow room. Maybe I don't even deserve going in here. Hey man, it's all good. You totally deserve it. Ah, I do? Here, I got you. Why, thanks a million. Y'all are too kind. This leads to, the Dark Fountain? Haha, you're a real kidder, ain't ya? Label's up there. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe Toby does like to take, like, he likes to pull the rug out. He likes to pull the rug out from you, but only when it's funny. Toby Fox will mislead you, but only if it's funny. If it's not funny, he won't do it. Yeah, you're paying 820 CAD for one with the disc reader. Oh yeah, I forgot about that nonsense. Like, where it's like cheaper to get the one that like only takes digital codes, and if you want like the one with the disc, then you have to like pay more. I don't know, I feel weird when it comes to discs, because it's like, I feel like nowadays, even if you buy things, like, I feel like a lot of the time, even if you buy the physical copy of things, you still have to like download updates and stuff, right? Like, sometimes I feel like so much of the game is already like digital that I'm like, I mean, I want to have physical copies of things if they exist, but I'm also just like, where is it? Is it? I haven't bought a physical game since Breath of the Wild in 2017. I try to buy them whenever they're available because so many of the things I like are kind of too niche to get physical releases. Or if they do, they're like a limited time thing. So I have physical copies of quite a few of the games I like, though. I have... I got Tomodachi Life. I got Great Ace Attorney, physical copy. I have both I the Somnium Fileses. I don't have the No Sleep for Kaname Date. I don't have the physical copy for that one, but I have it for the other two. Oh, there was like a short, like limited edition Fata Morgana for the Switch physical copy. I have that. But like that wasn't like a normal release, right? Yeah. For me, it didn't make sense since the whole game isn't on disc anymore. I guess I just kind of like having the box. Like, it's like, okay, if I drop my Switch in the puddle, or if I lose my password to my Nintendo account, then like, so much of my stuff goes with me. But like, at the very least, I can take this Tomodachi Life game card and, you know, put it into a different console and like, you know, it'll still work. Like, I probably wouldn't get my island back, but like, it would work, right? Anyway, really gotta get my punishment now. Y'all have a great day. Toodaloo kaye. Maybe he's joking? Okay, now we can save. The bad way that punishes you. We're going punishment way. This doesn't look too punishment so far. That looks alright. Oh, howdy, y'all. Just gonna find a good place to bury myself alive. Have a great one. Okay, so don't get... don't get stuck in quicksand. This is Yellow's turf. Anything you find might be used as evidence of justice. We should get some stuff as an alibi. The alibi. The alibi. Buying physical on Nintendo is still worth it. Xbox and PlayStation not as much. Storage is too expensive these days when 1 terabyte isn't even enough since games installed to the console. Yeah, because like I always thought that I always thought like the point of physical copy is that you don't have to download anything. But now you take your physical copy out of the box, you put it into your system, and it's like, okay, wait for 1 hour. Wait for 1 hour. Did you want to play your video game tonight? Mm-mm. Not allowed. Not allowed. Will somebody please help me? No, because it's funny. Oh, we got evidence. Something here. We got evidence. Smoldering fire pit. I'm not helping you. It's too funny. It's too funny. My scissors stolen. Stolen scissors. Gone. I didn't realize it was still a battle. It's still a battle. But now... Okay, what do we have? We intimidate. I'm not sure which... I feel like... I will die slower if I take care of you first. There we go.
Meow.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't realize this is... Ooh. Okay, let's see. Wait, hold on a second. We can probably spare them. We can probably spare... Ah, hold on. Hold on. Kaka. And you can... And I think, Ralsei can spare Tired Foe. Yeah, there we go. Wait, really? I thought you were tired, though. Oh, there we go. You were tired. Okay. I thought you were tired. You weren't tired. It's boot oil. Boot oil was added to your evidence. It's boot. He stepped in a puddle. Ooh, what is this? Asgore's special hot sand bath. Before punishing your enemies, take a load off, Tiger. Sand bath. It's like a whirlpool. Green was gonna make a delicious hot snack, but never delivered. Sounds like evidence. We're added to... Wait a second, do we need to call a witness? Maybe we need to call witnesses. Hold on, this looks like evidence.
Here, evidence! I did it! I did it! Yay! Evidence.
I like evidence. Okay, oh! More evidence! Quick, Chris, the hat! Yeehaw! Damn it, wait! Yellow, he must be under there! Ralsei, start digging! Howdy, fellas! You just got a bonus hat. I mean, what kind of cowboy would he be if he didn't have more than one hat, right? Don't just stand there, idiot. Help us. Yes'm. What are we all doing? Trying to dig you out of the... Wait a sec. Hey, man. Thought you were buried alive or something. Oh, no siree. I just left my spare hat here. As in a marker for where I'll be buried later. Nice! Y'all dug a perfect hole just for little old me. Actually, you don't need this. Huh? Why's that? Look, we just wanted the key, okay? You're a nice guy. We didn't want you to bury yourself. Oh my 10 stars. Y'all are just too kind. No burying. I'll take it to my little cowboy heart. Now, I gotta go to the next room now. All punishment's worse than burying. Y'all take it easy. Goodbye, hat. Goodbye, hat. It's okay. Goodbye. Oh man, that would be such a good redeem. I don't know how I'd be able to set that up in OBS though. Imagine if my hat would just like, if you could like redeem like goodbye hat and it would just like slide off the screen like that. I feel like that'd be a really difficult thing to try and do. I'm sure you can do it in VTube Studio, but it would probably look a little weird because it would just be like the pieces of the hat sliding off, right? Because like, to tell you a secret, the hat on my head, on this here head, does not exist in the places that you can't see, right? If you remove the hat, what you'll find underneath is not... It's not a full hat. It's just the vague shape of a hat. Just the outer side of a hat. The hat crust. She's hiding a bald spot. No! I'm not bald. There is hair. There is hair. There is, in fact, hair on the back of my head. I promise that there is a back of my head and there's hair on the back of my head. Although, I guess, yeah, it would look a little weird. I mean, I don't know. I have hairstyles where you lose the hat and like this. This doesn't have the hat, but see? There's hair. There's no bald spot. Look. Or what's the other one? This one. There's no bald spot. I'm getting an unprompted request to collaborate from someone that I do not know. I think I'm going to decline. My bad. I didn't realize that was like, it popped up. I don't know. People seem to be very divided still on this Twitch feature. I meant to raid. Hello. Hello. The knock feature? Yeah. Well, the thing is like, I don't know. I feel like usually when I have a collab, it's like planned, right? It's like, you know, hello, Bobeba, would you like to collab with me at X time on X date playing Y game? And she will say, yes, I would love to do that. And then we do that. I feel like you set it to all affiliates? I don't remember. I don't know what I have it set to. Because like no one's ever tried to knock is the thing. I think you're the first to ever do it. Cause like, again, usually like I've used the like stream together because usually but it's usually to like, you know, merge chats, right? So we're all looking at the same chat, right? I feel like I totally forgot that knock was a thing. But yes, welcome Mystic Square. There we go. Thank you for the raid. There we go. There we go. Hey, y'all. Kind of a DIY situation in here. Just gotta find a way to blow myself up. I deserve it. Chris, after him. What are these guys doing? Are they... It's a purple book. Perp book? The perp book.
The hell are you guys doing here? What do you mean, us? We're renovating the punishment rooms. So they have an actual use for Asgore? Why the book are you here? Who let you past?
Dude, Yellow's gonna blow himself up.
Really? Yellow, don't start without me.
Okay. Do we need the ladder for evidence? Oh wait, no, it's not a ladder, it's a train track. It's a series of papers detailing how to turn guilty self-punishment into amusement park rides. The cowboy's in a pinch now. Asgore, look carefully. This exciting show is Yellow's finest hour? Oh boy. And you know what that means? Platforming! Dropping off my viewer, just finished chapter 5. Have fun! Enjoy! I am like the last person on earth to get through chapter 5. Because I'm like, I only want to do it on stream! Ooh. Like, I only want to do it on stream, but I'm like, then I have to stream. Which I enjoy streaming. But like, I have to put aside time to stream. Okay. Okay, what do we got? What do we have here? Oh boy, okay. Now can we hit them? If I hit them, will anything happen? Okay. Oh! Something does happen. Okay, I just have to be quick about it, is the thing. Ooh. Okay. I am bad at multitasking with this. Hold on. Because I have to run and jump at the same time. Oh, and this is... I'm going to die of hat. Hold on. Hold on. What if I just... He keeps launching them. Hold on. No, we have to move on with our lives here. I'm just standing here all coward-like. Okay, so the direction that they float does matter. Okay. And it looks like they do follow you. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? I lost to hats! I lost hats! I lost hats! I lost to the hats! I lost to the hats! I can't believe I didn't even lose... I mean, to be fair, it's kind of on me as well for... Do I have to go through the criminal again? Was I... Okay, I feel like I can tell... I can tell where I was and wasn't supposed to lose. Yeah, well, I think I wasn't supposed to lose there. I was just... worse at games than Toby Fox could have expected. Surely they were developing it, and everyone on the team was like, surely nobody would lose there. Surely that would never happen. They did not realize how bad at gaming I am. Do I not have it? I don't have enough magic to do it. No! Try using Ralsei's Pacify! I don't have enough TP! There we go. I didn't have enough! There we go. Instead of nightmare, you just need to say platform to scare an egg. I don't know, it's like, oh, the train will soon be arriving. Please remain away from the edge of the platform, and I'll go, ah! The train platform, ah! No, but you see, I like trains, so I guess it cancels each other out. Like, yeah, it's platforms, but it's also trains, so it evens out. It evens out. Get thing I like and thing I don't. Okay. But yes, good evening, Daedric. Your name is Daedric, and yet here you are, at 9:57 p.m. Curious. I keep jumping between streaming platforms, which is your favorite? Ah! Ah! If I go from Twitch to YouTube, I'm platforming. Oh no! I'm streaming on multiple platforms! No! How did I let this happen? How did I let this happen? Like, we only need one platform, okay? It's called the floor. Like, that's all we need. That's all we need. We don't need a second platform. We don't need a second platform. That's all we need. Hey, just one moment. Did the stream ever crash today? Did the stream crash today at any point? No? Okay, just checking. Sorry, something went weird with my OBS and I'm like, did the stream crash? And the answer is no, so we're good. We're good. We're good. I got scared. Almost as scared as I am of platforming. Ah, thank you, Rhombus Shaped Duck 36. Thank you for sprouting. All punished. You know what? That's why. That's why there's That's why. Platforming is a worse punishment than being buried alive. That's why. I'm surprised that wasn't a save point here. I've been in bed since 3 p.m. Logged into work. I've lost control of my life. No! Wait, are you saying you did the thing that, like... I remember when I was in Universiteg, I had one class that was online, and it was like an online lecture, and there was one day I think I've told the story before. I was like, because it was like an 8:30 a.m. class, like it was an early class. So I just like woke up, logged into Zoom on my phone, because like you didn't have to have your camera or mic on, and like they only took attendance by who was in the Zoom class. So basically I logged in, I woke up, I logged into Zoom, I went back to sleep. Yeah, based real. Yeah, because like it was so funny because it was an 8:30 class that was like, okay, you have the option to be there in person or like online. And I think most weeks, some weeks I went in person, and it was like me and 3 other people. Like, just because you could doesn't mean most people were not. I think usually I would go because I was like, at the time I had a class that was, well, like, cause like I was working a job that was like sort of close to, not sort of close, it was very close to where I went to school. So I think I would usually just go to class because I'm like, well, I have to go to work right after this anyway. I'm already gonna be in the area, so like might as well. Okay, The platforms are narrow. I don't like that. I don't care for that one bit. Oh wait, I'm sort of safe here. There we go. Yeah. I made the horrible mistake of having a job far away from my campus. I mean, that's what it was like for me for like the first 2 years before COVID. Because like the job I worked, it was like, I remember like telling my manager at one point, because I would have like a class that would end at like, I don't know, it would end at a certain time, and then I would have to be at work like it would like end at like 1, and I would have to be there for 2:30 at work. But also like I have to eat. Like I remember like there was no way to be on time for work. Even honestly, even if I didn't eat, even if I just like skipped a meal, like there was no way to be on time. And I remember telling my supervisor that. I'm like, hey, can you maybe schedule me for like later in the afternoon? He's like, oh no, just come late, it's fine. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel bad. Like at least, I don't know, schedule me for like 3 instead, you know? So I don't feel bad about being late. Ooh, goodness. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, the menu. Right. Yeah, maybe we could heal? But, like, we don't have a lot. I feel like there might be better ways of going about this. I don't think I have anything to equip either, because I didn't buy that red ribbon. Ugh. How do you just come in late? I don't know, because I was like, okay, there's like, even like, it was kind of like, I'm like, this is physically impossible to get there on time from where I was, right? Like, I have some shifts that were so close together that were like, okay, even if I like didn't take the bus, right? Like, even if I took like an Uber or something at the time, why am I, here we go. Oh, howdy, y'all. Look at what Aqua helped me do.
I helped.
I'm tied down to this big old tramamboline. And I'm gonna use my hidden technique. Hyper punishment gun to blow myself up. Of course, it takes 120 seconds to charge. So I'm hoping no one breaks it during that time. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now there's 2 knives. Okay. Ugh. I died of knives, which, I mean, that's a better... It's gonna make me do the hats again, isn't it? Jarona! Hello, Kengi.
Golden Kenji
Hello,
just
Kengi.
bloomed. Jarona.
Jarona.
Nice squib.
Ah! It's gonna make me do the whole thing again. Am I that bad at gaming? Or is there like a save point that I missed in there? Is there a save point I missed? Or am I so bad at gaming that they just could not conceptualize that somebody would need a save point? Maybe I should have like eaten those healing items while I was there, but like everybody was kind of like equally low on health. Yeah. Unless I meant like get here when you get here. I mean, I think that was kind of the intention. But the thing is that like the way the schedules were made, it's like other people are also kind of reliant on you being on time so that they can like leave work and like take their break on time. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to be like that one person who like is stopping somebody from going on their break. Like, I'm sure everyone's like worked a job where you're like, okay, I will be able to go on break when my coworker like comes back from their break, and then your coworker takes like 9,000 years to finish their break. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person who like shows up late and like makes everyone else's life more difficult by doing so. But they kept scheduling me in like impossible ways. It's like, okay, I guess let me just teleport there after school. Like I can't move the school any closer to this workplace. But yes, 50 months, Jarona. A lot of times the worst part of retail is your coworkers. I don't know. I think for that job, they were mostly all right. I feel like every time there was somebody who I actually had like a problem with, they usually didn't stay very long, to be honest. Like I can only think of like one coworker who was like actually not good to work with. But again, she quit after a few months. And it wasn't that she was like being rude or anything. She just kind of like didn't do anything. She didn't do anything, and like she would like complain when we asked her to do stuff, but she wasn't like, I don't know, she wasn't like horrible or anything. I don't know if I've ever had like a truly horrible coworker. Managers maybe, but like coworkers, I had someone whose mom called in sick for them. Well, now I just feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. Like, as somebody who had to, like, specifically tell my dad that he needed to stop coming into the building with me when I would go in to, like, drop off resumes, like, I sympathize with people whose parents are doing everything for them, because I'm like, I mean, maybe it's one thing if they, like, ask them to do that, but, like, I don't know. I'm sympathetic. What I'm saying is that I'm sympathetic when like, someone's parents are doing things for them, because it's not always out of choice. Yeah, I had so many lazy coworkers. Yeah, I mean, I guess I try not to be the lazy coworker. I don't know. I'm always scared of being the lazy coworker. I'm also scared of being the coworker who tries too hard, though. Okay, when we're at TP0, very cool. Thanks. And the game's gonna be like, use pacify, and it's like, I can't. Well, maybe if I can get them both at once, maybe. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we get both at once, probably. Maybe. Yeah. Or once I would ask to switch shifts like last minute and then not show up if you didn't switch. We didn't have people... See, I simply... I don't know. I guess we didn't have people asking for switching shifts, but we did have a few people no-show. Parents, give it to me. Also, parents, why don't you know how to do things? Yeah. Or it's like, I don't know. I guess a lot of people... I don't know. I don't know if parents just, like, don't realize, but it's like... Having your parents around at any age when you're trying to be in a professional environment is, like... bad look. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're building up TP. So at least we'll have some for next time, I guess. Our scarecrow isn't tired yet, though. It's okay. We'll get him next time. No, wait, hold on. I didn't want to hit him. Oh man, did I ruin it? Did I ruin it? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. That was a mistake, and I didn't even hit him. I missed. I'm like half paying attention to the actual game because I don't want to spoil myself if I ever play. Is hero pose just T-posing? Honestly, yeah, kind of. Is T-posing still a popular meme? Do people still do that? Or is it cringe and millennial or something? No, wait, I think the millennial thing to do is not... No, hold on. The millennial thing to do, I think, is dabbing. Or planking, even. Yeah. T-posing isn't millennial. We should bring dabbing back. I mean, you know what it is? The new dab is 6'7". It's a gesture that if you do it in front of a group of children, they will all go, yeah! And then do it back at you. Like, 6'7" is the new dab, you know? It's fun. Anyone can do it. It's innocuous. It brings joy to children. 6'7". We don't need dabbing anymore. We have 6'7".
6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7".
But yeah, I don't know. Because I think about, like, I mean, I guess... Because I've seen people talking about how, like, some of the older, or the earlier Deltarune chapters, it's somehow the game isn't finished yet, and some parts of it already feel outdated, because the first one came out in, like, 2018, and things were the world was a very different place in 2018. Like, this is gonna be like a decade-long project, now that I think of it. Yeah, this is gonna be like a decade-long project. So by the time we get to the end, we're gonna have like 10 years of humor together in one package. People are saying this chapter had a lot more swearing. You know what? I think you're right. I think you might be right. feel like especially in like the not Dark World areas. Okay. Okay, somehow I need to be the gamer that Toby Fox believes I can be. Because he didn't put a save, there's no save point, unless it's one that I'm missing. But I don't know, it is weird to think though. Cause like I was what? Like I was in university when I played Deltarune, like Chapter 1. Like Halloween of 2018, I was playing Deltarune in the university. I think it was in the social sciences building. I was on my lunch break, but like, somebody who's in high school right now would have been. As young as 7 years old. Hi, hello. Yeah, like they would have been as young as 7 years old. But now they are not 7 years old anymore. Ooh. And they can play Deltarune because they're not 7 years old. And I'm just like, wow, yeah, I guess. I guess I just kind of like assume everyone who plays this is like sort of close to me in age, but I'm like, no, that's not true. Many people are youths. Ooh. Ooh. I'm so glad you don't take fall damage here. Ooh. I'm not nailing the timing of this at all. I'm losing to hats. If I lose to hats again, I'm ending this stream. I'm not losing. Oh my god, we're at like 1 HP each. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I think there was a closet down here, wasn't there? There was not. I just have to not die to roses. Very cool. Oh, and not die to knives. Very cool. Very cool. Ugh. Hat problem. I should not. The hats are betraying me. You know, usually the hats are my friends, but today the hats are my enemies. Enemy. Go cozy mode, yeah. Yeah, you're right, I have to take off my hat. I don't know, I'm like, do I want to try this for another go? I don't. I'm like, do I want to take another go at it? Because I know I'm gonna have to go through the same cutscene. I'm gonna have to go through the same cutscene. I'm sorry, this is why it's taking me 9 billion years to get through this game. I play it for like 2 hours at a time, and then I'm slow. I'm simply not very good at it. Yeah, I guess earliest age would be 5 if someone just gone to high school. Yeah, I guess somebody who's like 14. 14 plus 8. Or sorry, 14 minus 8. Yeah, they would have been like 6 years old. They would have been in like grade 1. They would have been like barely literate when Chapter 1 Deltarune came out. Man. Children. I mean, check one off your bingo card for Passage of Time again, I guess. Legend of Zelda, Passage of Time. What time is it right now? It's 10:18. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 55 minutes. I think if I try again, I'm gonna stop having fun. I think if I try again tonight, I'm gonna stop having fun. I don't know how much I can keep checking off Passage of Time from the bingo. I know! I need to get new material. I don't know, it's the one thing I can count on, you know? It's the only thing in this world I can count on, is that time will continue passing, you know? Like, you know, maybe maybe it's an uneventful week, you know? It's an uneventful week, but the one thing I can count on is the fact that the week passed, indeed. You know? Last year was 1 year ago. Can you believe that? And like, the year 10 years before now, that was 10 years ago, you know? Like, it's the one thing I can count on. We are aging, as is all the things around us. The things that we thought, the things that were once in style are no longer in style. It's the only thing we can count on. Did you know every 60 seconds pass? Yeah. I don't know. I need new material. I need new material. But I feel like that's been my thought a lot recently, is I need new material. I need new material. Need new material. I can't just fall back on being old, because I don't think I'm even quite old enough to be old. Like, recently, I went to like an in-person meetup for something, and I met somebody and they were like, oh yeah, we have like a server for like older fans of this thing, and I'll see, you might not be old enough, but I'll ask the person who runs the server. So they did. It turns out I am not old enough for the old people server. I'm not old enough. I'm too young to be old. I'm not old enough to be young anymore. I'm in age limbo. I'm in age limbo. Still young. Yeah, I still got it. You know? I went to the store the other day and I bought a beverage that contains alcohol, and they asked me for a piece of identification, which means that they thought hypothetically I could, in theory, be underage. Which actually in Canada, you know, you have to understand, in Canada that's even more of a compliment, because drinking age here is 19. Drinking age here is 19, so that means that they thought I was, like, basically still in high school if they asked for ID. I know it says on the signs in the LCBO that, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to ask for ID for anybody who looks that they could be, like, under 25. Which, I mean, is not as big of a compliment, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, what'd you get? Again, just stuff for, like, whenever. I bought a can of Blue Moon, and then I bought a can of a, like, pear cider. I was looking for something else, but they didn't have it. I was hoping that they would have, like, some kind of, there was, like, another specific, like... There was, like, another specific drink I was looking for. Like, it was, like, this, like, gin soda that was, like, watermelon and mint flavor, but they didn't have it, so... One can? Yeah, I live by myself and I don't drink that often. Like, what am I gonna do with an entire pack of Blue Moon? I realize that beer doesn't really expire, but, like, still. It's the, like... Because I don't know, I think the other day I was like, you know what? I haven't had alcohol at home in a while. What's the occasion? I don't know. It'll be for, like, in the future when I'm like, you know, maybe I want an alcoholic beverage. Because I feel like every time that happens, there is not an alcoholic beverage in the house. So I'm just like, okay, this is like the one that I hide in the back of the fridge, so that one day I'll be looking through the fridge and I'll be like, oh, sweet, there's a can of cider in here, and then I'll have the can of cider. It's a surprise for later. Yeah, beer definitely degrades in quality after a few months. Yeah, does beer, like, go bad? I know there's also, like, a beer in the fridge that I'm like, I'm not gonna drink it because, like, I'm pretty sure that thing has been here since I moved here, like, 2 years ago. I think that thing has been in there probably before I got here. It wouldn't surprise me if that thing has been in there since my grandpa was still alive, which was, like, for the record, he died in 2021. It would not surprise me if that thing has been in there since before then. Like that, I don't know how long that beer can. Actually it's a bottle too, so I don't know if that affects how long it stays fresh. But yeah, it's not the kind of beer. It's not a kind of beer I like anyway, so I don't think I would drink it regardless. Yeah, it won't like hurt you, but it won't taste as good. Yeah, because like I know that there's a lot of stuff that doesn't really go bad. Like I think like wine doesn't really go bad as long as you don't open it, right? If the can doesn't swell, it's a bottle. I mean, I assume if the bottle was gonna swell, it would just, like, explode, right? Like, it wouldn't, like... Maybe the cap would look like it's about to come off, but it doesn't really, I don't think. But... yeah. Because, like, yeah, I know wine lasts a long time, umeshu lasts a long time. Again, as long as you don't open it. Because I know once... if you open it and then forget it, then it begins the process of becoming vinegar, which generally you don't want. But yeah, again, like wine, it's like... I'd like to have wine more often. I mean, wouldn't everybody, but like, you know, as opposed to other beverages. But I guess it's just like... they always sell it by the big bottle. I mean, I guess there's some kind of wines that you can find in like the more like single portion sizes. But I'm like, I don't need a whole bottle of this around. I am one EGGY. I am one EGGY. I don't need the whole bottle. It's good. I'm good. I'm fine. It's fine. I don't need the whole thing. But they only sell it in the whole thing. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't really... It wasn't until I went to Japan, I think, that I started, like, drinking... I mean, I guess I drank more often when I was there, but I think it was also because, like, the variety of beverages that you can find in single-serving portions that aren't beer is pretty big. Like, Chuhai. You can get Chuhai, and it's single serving, and it's cheaper than it is here. Like, even for, yeah, the sake bottles, yeah, like the singles, like the 1 cup ones, yeah, or I think you could find single serving umeshu as well. Of just like, I mean, it's just like the cheap stuff, like you're not, like if you're gonna get fancier stuff, it's gonna be in the full bottle, right? But like, if you just want like, alcohol that is what it says on the tin, it's like, yeah, you can find that in single servings, and you can find a bigger variety too. Like, you don't have to commit to buying a whole bottle of something. So I think I kind of got, I don't know, I guess I got more, not experimental, but like, I guess I was more open to trying new things when I was there, just because it's like, okay, if it sucks, then like, that's the bottle. You gotta finish your serving. Like, it's a single serving, you gotta finish it, but like, you know, you're not stuck with it forever if you don't like it, right? Yeah, and it's inexpensive. Yeah, it was a lot cheaper. Because yeah, I think I tried beer for the first time when I was in Japan, and I did not like it. To this day, Blue Moon is still the only one that I like. Yeah, learning what alcohol you like can be expensive. I know, right? Because, I mean, I guess there's things like, it's like, okay, I like things that are sweet, or I like things that are, like, not too strong, right? But it's like, exactly how sweet and exactly how not too strong is like, yeah, that's an expensive thing to try and figure out, right? And also, too, I feel like when it comes to, like, the descriptions is, like, you know when you, like, look at a wine bottle and it's, like, a floral wine with notes of blueberry, and you're like, okay, what does this mean? Right? What does this mean? What exactly does this entail, you know? I guess it's like trying to imagine a perfume. It's like if you like went online and tried to buy a perfume and you just had to like buy it based on like the way they describe the smell, and then it arrives and it smells nothing the way you thought it would. I feel like it's like that with wines, where it's like, okay, I guess I know that I like white wine and rosé wine more than I like red wine. I guess I know that much. But like out of white wines, it's like, okay, there are many kinds and the descriptions are all very fancy sounding and don't really tell me exactly what this thing's gonna taste like. Yeah, Blue Moon is a wheat beer, so you might like other wheat beers, especially a local one. I don't know, I think I tried one once too that was like, I feel like a lot of flavored beers I don't like because I feel like I feel scammed every time. Every time I have a flavored beer, every time I've tried one, I feel scammed because it's like the same thing with flavored coffee, right? You like smell this thing and like it'll be like, okay, this beer, it smells like oranges. It just smells like orange juice, and then you actually taste it and it still tastes like beer. Like it's like I feel scammed. But like I did once see one, or I tried one that was like, I just tasted it, but it was like a fruity one that actually did taste fruity, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that. I just thought that they were like inherently scamming you with the smell of fruit. I might be open to trying that if I can find it again. But it's the same thing with like flavored coffee, right? Like I've seen ones where it's like, this is hazelnut flavor, and like, you know, it smells like hazelnut, and you know, you bring it to your face and you expect hazelnut taste, and then it still just tastes like coffee. Scammed! Scammed! Fraud! Criminal! Criminal! That's the criminal. Real criminal deed. Yeah, I'd rather flavor the coffee myself. Well, it's like, I don't know, I guess a lot of coffee flavors are ones that you assume are gonna have sweetness to it, right? Like it's stuff like vanilla or hazelnut, where it's like, okay, you assume it's gonna taste sweet. I've had like caramel flavored coffee, and it didn't taste like caramel at all. It smelled super sweet, and then it did not taste like caramel. Evening. Good evening, X-Rock. I'm finishing up soon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, in my mind, I'm like, I feel like it makes more sense as a syrup, because at least the syrup you know is going to be sweet. Which is like these things are supposed to be. But also, I don't know, syrup is... maybe some people, syrup is too sweet. I just put a teaspoon of chocolate syrup in my coffee. I have a vanilla, like a French vanilla flavored instant coffee that I've been having lately. And that's pretty good. And it actually does taste a little bit sweet. It does actually taste like vanilla, but I think they just sweeten it. I think it's just slightly sweetened. For a period of time, I was also putting chocolate milk in my coffee. Not like a ton, but like I was just using it in the place of regular milk, and it was tasty. Especially with the vanilla instant coffee. I don't know. It might be hit or miss for you, but I wouldn't not recommend putting chocolate milk in your coffee. You might even like it. It might be tasty. You never know. All right, let's raid. Let's raid. Let's see who's on. Is Beba still on? Because I know she was walking. She was walking. Is she still walking? She's still walking here. Let's go. She's still walking here. I feel like Beba usually raids into me, but I don't get to raid into Beba very often. Yeah, we're gonna raid into Beba. She's walking here. She's walking. She's walking. Yeah. Let's raid Bodega Rat. Yeah, she started pretty late for a collab. Well, it's probably because it was a collab, right? Because like Beba usually streams daytimes, but if you have a day job, then that becomes significantly more difficult. The bacon, eggy, and cheese raid. Yeah! Let's raid Bodega Rat. And we are criminals. We're criminal raid. We're criminals. We're criminals. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll be streaming Friday, because Eggy parents are visiting this weekend. So I will see how things go. We'll see how things go. Because I don't know. I know they're just coming Friday and then Saturday, and I think they're just like going straight home Sunday. So maybe Sunday night. Maybe Sunday night if I can get my life together. If I can get my life together this weekend, maybe Sunday night. But yeah, wish you better luck for next Delta August. I will try to finish the game this month, okay? I will try to finish the game this month. New goal for August. Finish the game that you should have finished like 2 months ago. I don't know, this month was busy. I had off-kai and stuff. And now there's no more off-kai. Off-kai's done. Until next year. So we're good. We're good. So I need to go to sleep. I will go to sleep. And I hope you go to sleep too. But in the meantime, if you're not going to sleep, then you should at least watch Bodega Rat. I recommend Bodega Rat. But I will see you soon. Thank you for watching me delt the rune. And I will see you soon. And au revoir! Bye-bye!